Well, I got everything packed. I've got, what is that? 8 totes and this one big box, which is my Varipoles. So I'm taking 4 of those, 2 for my friend Nick and 2 for me, for my studio in Chiang Mai. And I've got these 8 totes that have, I was able to bring every one of my Sonos speakers. I'm bringing my other PlayStation. I got a lot of just odds and ends, a lot of stuff for my studio. All the clothes I wanted to take, which I was like, because I didn't know I was going to be able to ship stuff. So I had in my head thinking, okay, I've got to figure out how I can stuff as many clothes in a suitcase as possible. And was like, okay, I'm going to have to take these 2 cases and put those under the plane. I was going to have to pay a lot of extra money to take my Pelican cases, but now those I'm going to ship to this person in Florida, and they're going to air them over to Thailand for me and deliver them to my house. So this lady is like, I'm so glad that I found her, because this is going to make things so much easier. And when I air my Pelican cases over there, they should get there before I do. So by the time I get there, they should already be at the house so that I can walk in, go upstairs, set up my studio, and be ready for the redacted show. So, and recording my own videos. Like all the stuff that I have here on my desk, I'm going to put in one Pelican case, and then that's going to go. So I'm going to have a very minimal setup. I have movers coming. So they were going to come this weekend, but it's snowing here in Colorado. And I don't want my stuff getting wet right before it goes into a storage unit. So they're going to come next Saturday. So next Saturday, they're going to come. We're going to take everything that's in this house. I'm going to get everything out of here. Even my bed, I'm going to get an air mattress, and that's what I'm going to sleep on the rest of the time. I will have no TV. I will have no entertainment other than my phone until I leave, which is going to be strange, but I'll survive. I'll be just fine. So don't worry about me, okay? I know that what you're thinking. Oh, I'm so sorry, David. Poor David. No. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I have my phone, my iPhone 17 Pro. 17? Yes, 17 Pro. I'll be absolutely fine. And so then I'm going to put everything in storage that I don't get rid of between now and February 6th. And then I got cleaning people coming the following Monday, and they're going to deep clean this whole entire place. Windows, doors, everything. I'm going to have the carpets cleaned. And then my landlord is going to list the place the last week of January. So he's going to try to rent it as soon as possible. And as soon as it's rented, I'm no longer on the hook for this place. He has been absolutely amazing. I mean, this is why when I first moved to Washington, I did the same thing. I looked specifically for people renting a house and not a rental company. I rented from a rental company as my second house in Washington, and it was just a horrible experience trying to get things done, and just know it's just not personable. And so when I was moving out here, I was adamant about finding somebody that owned a house instead of a rental company. And I found these people, and they have been absolutely amazing. Ryan and Lindsay were willing to do things in the basement to get that set up for me. If I was going to stay longer, once I told them what I was doing, but I was planning on staying here. Like this was going to be my home. I wanted to sign a 5-year lease. And so they were going to let me help redo the basement, however I wanted it done. And just all these things. They just are amazing people. And my lease is up in August of this year, but I told him, I was like, I'll pay rent until you get it rented, or whatever works out. And he's like, he's going to list it at the end of the month. And as soon as it's rented, I don't have to pay anymore. And that's amazing. So I really appreciate that, because once that money goes away, then that's just extra money that I'll have in Thailand, because I'm going to be living for less than half, way less than half, probably like a third of what I pay here for everything. So I'm looking forward to that. So I appreciate that. So if you're ever looking to rent a place, always look for individuals and talk to them. Like you can get things done a lot easier and faster than if you're dealing with an agency. And a lot of times with agencies, you can't paint, you can't do all these other things. These people said I could paint, I could do whatever I wanted. I didn't paint, but I did a lot of what I wanted, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, enough about that. The landlords at the place in Thailand are also great. Like I've asked for some requests to do some things, and they've approved everything. They let us. So in Thailand, one thing that's different than here is when you rent a place, it actually comes fully furnished. All the beds, couch, chairs, all that other stuff. And because I have, I need a studio for my YouTube videos. I asked them if I could move the bed out of the one bedroom, and they're like, "Oh, well, that would be fine, but we don't have anywhere to put it. Like they don't have like a storage unit." So I was like, "Well, I have a place I could put it." And then they're like, and Pear was going to take it to her house and just store it there, along with the washer that we had there, because I upgraded the washer and got a washer dryer unit because it was only a washer. And in order to dry clothes out there, generally people put stuff outside. However, there's smoke season every year, and if you put your clothes out to dry during smoke season, well, in my mind, that means your clothes are going to smell like smoke. So I wanted a dryer as well. So I got a washer dryer combo unit. And so Pear's going to store the other washer and things at her house, and they're like, okay, that's totally fine. So it's really cool. They're working with us. We had some things that were a couple little minor issues, like one of the screen doors didn't shut or whatever. They came over, they fixed that right away. They've just been amazing to work with so far. And we have a line chat group on our phone so we can talk anytime. Very cool people. So I've been very fortunate to end up with good people whenever I've done that. And all you got to do is just have a conversation with them, just see how they talk. Like when Pear was going to look at the house, just like how they talked to her, how they showed her around and everything. They were just, from the very start, just great people, all the way around. There was one place that she looked at that they weren't so nice, and I wouldn't say not nice, but just not accommodating, and just not what we were looking for. So, but yeah, we've been fortunate. So yeah, you guys will get to see the house the minute I get in there. I'll make some videos and do a walk around of that in the neighborhood. The neighborhood's amazing. There's a pool. There's a nice walking area. It's really quiet. So the difference, when I was in Chiang Mai the first time, I was in a condo called the Astra Sky River, and it's right in a pretty busy part of town. So it was always cars everywhere, and then the sidewalks were kind of crazy. And it just wasn't very walkable. I mean, it was, but not great. Like if it rained, it was like flooded in little areas and stuff. So where I'm going to be living now, won't have to worry about flooding. And in the neighborhood, it's got really nice sidewalks. It's really well done. There's a lot of walking area. It's a gated community, so there's security guards that people can't get in. And it's very quiet. And Pear said every time she's gone to the gym or to the pool in there's nobody there. She's gone to the little clubhouse area. There's never anybody there. So it's going to be very nice and quiet to just be able to walk through the neighborhood and get some exercise, go to the gym that's there, and just not have to worry about, the things you have to worry about when you're in big groups of people, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'm just not a fan of crowds, big crowds of people. So that's going to be nice. So there's so many things I'm looking forward to, and I can't wait to show you guys. But yeah, I'm ready to go. Like I said, I just got to get everything out of here, which should be after next week. And it is costing me $220 a month for a huge 30 by 20 by 30 storage unit. But after this place goes away, that's like, and that's, I'm doing that because if there's a chance that I do end up coming back here, I don't want to have absolutely nothing, right? So I will have a bed, I'll have a TV, I'll have a couch, a little chair and stuff. So I'll have some things, my desk to do my work, things that I absolutely need. And plus I'll have the stuff over in Thailand that I can ship back or whatever. But yeah, I don't plan on coming back, but just in case. And if I don't, then I'll get somebody to go to the storage unit, open it up, and because I'm leaving a key with Clayton, and go open it up and take care of that stuff for me and get rid of it or whatever. So, or I'll just let them auction off the unit, whatever. So I appreciate you guys being here for the journey. Hopefully you are excited as I am to see Thailand. I got this new camera. So this is going to be like my vlogging camera. So this is the DJI Action 6. And so far it's a great camera. I really, really like it. I've got this special lens for it. I can't remember what the lens is called, but it actually allows you to adjust things here to get like macro shots or whatever, and or have everything in focus. I need to see which one it's on right now. This one's on face, human, so shouldn't be blurry or anything, but I love camera gear. And then I also am taking the LiveView Solo Pro, which is a unit that I can put in a backpack, and I can put like 4 things of cellular service into it, and then I can go out and stream walking around Thailand. So hopefully I can take you guys to like see some elephants and stuff live, and bring you into experiences like that. I'm not quite sure what the laws are in Thailand on that. I don't think they have any, but a lot of these live streamers have ruined that ability for a lot of people because they're just degenerates and go out and do stupid shit, get in people's faces and just do pranks and stuff to get views. When I don't do that stuff, I legit like respect the culture, respect people's property, respect their privacy. And so I really like always go out of my way to ask permission to do things. And I was able to set up some pretty cool stuff. I mean, I actually reached out to the San Diego Zoo one time and told them what I was wanting to do and was very respectful. And then they're like, well, you know what you should do? Take you behind the scenes, like not go through the main park and just see the animals. No, go in the back of it and go in and like, I got to pet a rhino. I got to feed giraffes and stuff. So just things like if you're respectful that you get to do that you might not otherwise get to do. And I know a lot of the places in Thailand, like when I went to the Cobra Sanctuary, they were just so happy to be walking around with a camera because it gives them a little bit of exposure. So if I go there live streaming, as long as I'm respectful, they're going to love that because it gives them a little bit of exposure and gets more people to their, you know, whatever it is, their service or whatever it is they're promoting. People like that. So being very respectful, I would assume that I'm probably going to get access to a lot of things that maybe I normally wouldn't, you know, into areas that we normally wouldn't if you were just going there as a tourist or whatever. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said in my last video, IRL streaming is by far my favorite form of content. I absolutely love IRL streaming because it's very immersive. It's a way for me to take you places and for us to have real-time conversations. And if you ask a question, I can ask that question to the person right there on the spot. And also what we did a couple times is, what was it the one time? I can't remember why there was a person that was doing this really good thing. And I think they had a slow day, or there was some reason that there was a need for some money. And so people started donating money, and I was able to take whatever donations that people had just sent, and I gave the people the cash that they had just donated to me. So I was able to give them money. And so that's another great thing is like if we have a great experience and somebody is like a great guide and they walk us through something and you guys are watching and you're like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. Let's give this person some money to thank them. You know, you guys can tip and then I'll just be like, here's the cash or whatever. Like I love doing things like that. It's absolutely fun and they like it. And it's something that never happens to them. When I was over there and I would get food and my food would be like 100 baht, right? 60 to 100 baht, which is like $1 something for like a nice bowl of food. And their service is so great because they don't expect tips over there. They don't even expect them. And so when it would cost 100 baht, and I would give them 100 baht tip, that like giving them the amount of the meal. They did not know what to do. But the thing is, once they realized what you were doing, they would try to refuse it. But then once they accepted it, they were so grateful and so thankful. And it's just like, that was like $2 to me versus $1. You know what I mean? That's nothing to me. And so that's why, like I told Per, what I want to do is I want to take like 10,000 baht a month, or like $100 to $200 a month, and just dedicate it to going around and helping people. Like, there are parts of Thailand where people don't have much, and maybe sponsoring a kid for a semester of school or something like that, because it's very affordable over there for our money, but not necessarily for them. I mean, they do have a thriving middle class, but like just being able to like help people, and putting my money towards that. And as I lessen my bills in the US, like as I get rid of the rent and things like that, that would give me even more. I would like to get to where I had like $1,000 a month is what I would take in that. And I would go out and I'd find people that needed it and hand it out, and that's the thing we can do with IRL streaming, is like raise money to go give to people and help them. I love that feeling. But anyway, thank you guys so much for following. I am going to, I'll make another video on like when they come pick up all this stuff and just show you guys. The heaviest crate is 86 pounds. So none of them went over 100. I figured the ones with my Sonos speakers, because I got the Sonos subwoofers, which I think are about 30, 35 pounds each. I have 3 of those and they're all in different totes, but I figured I have one that has 1 sub, 2 300s, and my sound bar, and that's the one that weighed 86 pounds. I figured it would be more than that. It was fun lifting it up and sitting on this stack, because of course it's the second one right here. So anyway, thank you guys so much for being subscribers. If you're not and you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do so if you like content like this. And getting so close to getting to Thailand. Let me know what you think. All right, see you in the next video, guys. Thank you. Peace.